Yay! I am so glad that you were able to join us, Mr. Stallings. We have Sean Stallings, who is joining us as the executive director of the DeLaSalle schools, and super excited to have you as part of our career fair. No worries at all about the late start. We still have time, and we'd love to hear a little bit about you and the school. And we have some questions that we'll go through. So we'd love to get to know you and DeLaSalle. So share a little bit about yourself and the organization and what inspires the work you all do.
Yes, and I apologize. This is on the phone, so it's a little harder to hear, and I have 53-year-old eyes, so I'm getting closer than I probably would. So excuse it if I look a little weird on this.
No worries. Oh, go ahead.
Sean Stalling. I'm the executive director at De La Salle. Originally from Chicago, been in Kansas City. Now this is going into my 6th year, and been at De La Salle. So I'm really excited about De La Salle and what we've done and accomplished the last 5 years. We just got approved for our second charter renewal. So we're going to be around for another 5 years, and the big kickoff of this next 5 year experience is a total revamp and reorganization of what we want to see with teachers, and the way that we're doing that is we're trying to attract some of the best and brightest, not only just from the Kansas City area, but around the country. And so we started a program called the Distinguished Teachers Residency. And actually on Friday, we'll be initiating our first set of offers. And I'm proud to say that we have a candidate that's from Kansas City, but has spent the last 5 years over in China, and has a 20-year experience. And so that teacher will be coming back home to work at De La Salle, but has been teacher of the year in several areas. So we're really excited about how this is going to push some energy into our teaching core, and partly to attract and retain outstanding teachers for the Kansas City area. And so De La Salle was really focused on students that need second chances or third chances, but we also changed our model where we also bring in students that are first time to high school. So we think we're a school for all kids. And you can see here, who we are. We're about 230 students. We have about a 90% student of color component in our teacher rate. Our student to teacher ratio hovers around 18 to 17 to 1. And so we sit on historical truths, which is the racial divide in Kansas City. And we have historically been the alternative school for KC, but we've changed that. So we really want to serve all children. And the reality is we know that some kids switch high schools. Some kids need second chances. Life circumstances create those environments. And so we think we serve three subsets of students really well. We serve kids that are first time to high school. We serve kids that are credit recovery. And we also serve kids that are old and far, which is an old term, but basically these are kids that are 17 years old and older, and they need to finish high school. And so we're a safe place for them. As a school, we're mission driven. We really focus on family. We focus on community. We focus on students. And we think what sets us apart is just our ability to really invest in all of our stakeholders, all of our students, all of our parents. And we think we're a strong community school, and we're a good school for KC. And so we're looking for talented people. And so this is a great opportunity to touch a subset of teachers and educators that we have not necessarily engaged with before. And then ultimately, we have started this process. We've been doing this since earlier, and we started the announcements early in January. We're at the point now where we're going to make offers this Friday. But we have not secured all of our teaching or the teachers we want. And so we're going to continue on a rolling basis. We're looking for strong candidates in math and science. And we're also looking for strong candidates that may have an interest in special education. So I'll pause there, right? Like, I know I did that really fast, but that's who I am, a native Chicagoan, have gotten to Kansas City. I still love my Bears, but I cheer for the Chiefs. Hard to not cheer for the Chiefs in KC. I like barbecue, and I like the vibe and the culture. I came to KC and I got a dog. This is the best dog city in the country, in my opinion. And really, I just want to see the young people and the kids that do not necessarily get the best and brightest teachers. I need them to get access to a great educator in every classroom. And we want to make sure we have a diverse workforce. And so that's why we're here today.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. That's okay that you had that teacher energy coming through, that you were shining and saying, this is all what we do. This is who we are, where we're going, what we want to have happen. So one of the things that I want to make sure that we know for certain about DeLaSalle is when you consider the ideal educator for these roles, what qualities or values do you all look at from DeLaSalle for a person to join your team?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very simple. Simple but hard, right?
Sure.
We are looking for a person that has the right mindset and a person that understands that the teacher is the key lever of change. And we want people that have had a successful career. We want people that are driven by results. So that's all the part that's kind of baked into what a good teacher is, in my opinion. We want to make sure we have people that are driven by results, people that kind of thrive on the energy of doing well. But at the core, this is the core of what we're looking for, what I think makes a great educator. There's a gentleman by the name of John Saphir. He's written a book called The Skillful Teacher. And in that book, The Skillful Teacher, he said there's three key messages. And I believe in my heart that these three key messages are what we need our teachers to do. Number one, they have to communicate to students that the work that I'm giving you is important. You need this. It is relevant. It is important. Number two, you have to communicate to students that I am here for you. I will scaffold. I will work with you. I will meet you where you are. I am here for you. And so that means that I may have to adapt lessons so you can understand at your level. But that first bullet, this is important and this is a standard. So those are the two things together. But the third thing is what I think makes a teacher distinguished and makes a teacher special. The third message you have to send to students is that I will never give up on you. And I think that when we send those three messages in concert, we get dynamic educators. You cannot give up on children. You have to be there the whole walk with them. And it is hard, it is frustrating, especially in the high school years, because they look and feel like adults sometimes, but they're still kids. And we cannot give up on them. And so that's the message that I am looking for at the core of the teaching force that we hire. And I'm looking for leaders in those seats and people who want to grow, want to expand, and simply want to do great things. I'm looking for great people that want to do great things.
Oh, that's excellent. And who was the author of that book again?
His name is John Saphir, Sappheir, I believe.
Okay.
John Saphir, and the name of the book is called The Skillful Teacher.
Okay, that's excellent. I love those points very much, all around communication, hope, passion, and just being an all around advocate for our young people. I think sometimes we forget that, like you said, they're still kids. They're still growing, even though they are taller than us or,
Yes.
come across as knowing more than us. We know that they still have a lot and a long way to go. So I appreciate that. That's great insight. Earlier, Mr. Stallings, you talked about your teacher residency, and you said that you were bringing back somebody that had been in China, I believe it was China, for the last few years. Talk to us a little bit about this residency and how do we find out more? How do our audience members find out more? And how can they apply for the residency program there at DeLaSalle?
Absolutely. One is on our website, www.delasallekc.org.
Okay.
and you can go to our website, and on the PowerPoint I shared, I believe there's a QR code on the last 2 pages where a
Okay.
person could get that information. But the residency, it's an innovative way. Like this has become this has developed out of some years. I've been doing this for a little while, and so I've talked to a lot of teachers, and so teachers have told me, especially in the last few years, that one, they need to be valued as professionals. 2, the compensation needs to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, if I'm good, then don't micromanage me. Leadership definitely matters. So please allow me the space and the opportunity to do what I do best. And I think that's what we wanted to do. That's what we created in this residency. And
Okay.
so what that means, the compensation structure, DeLaSalle pays one of the highest salaries across the region in KC. We outperform Kansas City Public Schools in terms of salary, and we also outperform some of our partner charters. Additional to that, we are given $12,000 a year on top of salary as a residency requirement, as a I'm sorry, not a requirement, but as a residency incentive. So it's for your housing. And so $12,000 a year for housing. We are also giving teachers a budget of about $2,500 to pursue professional development that they want to pursue. So every time some teachers are sitting in PD and they're going, I've done this, been there, done that before. Why do I have to do this again? And we want to kind of blow that motto up and say, you have dollars to go explore this country for some professional development that you may be interested in. So we have dollars for that. The focus area that we truly want is we want teachers to focus on results. So this is results driven. So we want you to do well. We want our students to do well on the ELCs and to see them grow. And so there is a focus and accountability towards results. Then also additional to that, we take care of the health care of all of our staff members. So we cover single coverage health care for our staff. And that's important because we want people to be healthy. We know healthcare in the country is going up. It's harder to get coverage, and we want to make sure our staff can live and be healthy. And so with that, we're going to cover that single coverage healthcare, and we're working to try to get full family coverage, but that for a small institution, that's a little bit more of an expensive lift. Additional to that, the second part of our professional development is self-care. So how do you show up to work? How's your work-life balance? And so that's part of our professional development options, is to be doing innovative things to make sure this job doesn't become such a stressor that it wears you out. And then last and final to it is we're going to focus on literacy across all content areas. And so our teachers will come here, and in their content areas, they'll become literacy experts. And so they'll be able to add things to their toolkit to just be better teachers of reading, writing, thinking, and they'll do it through the DeLaSalle literacy framework. And then at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're producing people that are ready to step into their next role and be leaders, either in DeLaSalle system or around Kansas City. Ultimately, our goal is to bring talent to the Kansas City region, and we will do it through our vehicle of a school, and we'll do it through our system. And so that's what we're looking for. So yes, we would love to see even more people apply. We have 8 total positions, and as of today, we believe we've already are ready to fill 3, and so we're filling it now. So there's a sense of urgency to get their name into the pool so they can be considered for these positions right now.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, definitely you should see on your screens here a way to apply to the Distinguished Teacher Residency at DeLaSalle. There's a link here. And then also it looks like you all have put a link or email, I apologize, for anyone who has questions about applying for positions at DeLaSalle. And that's on your slides there in front of everyone.
Yeah. It's careers at DeLaSalle.org. And
Correct.
if a person sends something, they will get a response. We man that email every day, and you will not go into a void where the email dark hole. That will not happen. Somebody will respond.
Excellent. Well, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for sharing all this information with us. Thank you for persevering and getting all of the kinks of connectivity worked out and joining us today. The information you provided to us is extremely intriguing and interesting. I love the idea about the distinguished teacher residency. As a former classroom teacher, K through 12, and also higher ed, I love that idea and passion that you bring to what you shared with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before we go?
No, other than the fact I love Latinx.
Okay.
I'm friends with some members of the organization, or people that have been deeply connected in the organization. Edgar Palacio, Devin Turan, just really people I respect and admire. Have always thought highly of the organization and what you all do, and I'm excited to get in front of an audience through the organization. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the opportunity to talk. I hope that we continue our partnership, and I hope that we potentially get some members, some teachers in our system that have members in your organization. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you too, Mr. Stalling, for joining us. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested, please know that you can reach out to us or to careers@DeLaSalleKC.org to find out more information about open positions and also about their distinguished teacher residency. Thank you again, Mr. Stallings. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.